The Philippines will procure military helicopters from the United States after canceling the contract with Russia, said President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Thursday. Russia on Wednesday asked the Philippines to honor a P$12.7 billion deal to buy 16 military helicopters, which was canceled by former President Rodrigo R. Duterte for fear of potential U.S. sanctions after Russia invaded Ukraine in February. The Philippine Department of Defense has begun formalizing the termination of the contract with Sovtechnexport LLC, he said in August. The government is also preparing to start diplomatic dialogue with the Russian side on matters arising from the cancellation of the project. But Pavlov said helicopter makers continued to assemble helicopters because the Philippines had paid in advance. Filipino pilots have also been trained, he added. Their envoy said a fully assembled helicopter, a free bonus of the deal, had been delivered to the Philippines in June but was turned down. Pavlov said the deal was reached by the Duterte government, without pressure from the Russian side, citing the Philippines' independent foreign policy. He also said that Duterte had said that the Russian helicopters were strong and sturdy and that they would be used for humanitarian and transportation purposes. The U.S. is willing to reach an agreement for the amount the Philippines set to spend on 16 Russian Mi-17 helicopters, the Philippines' ambassador to the U.S. Jose Manuel G. Romualdez said in August. The Chinook will replace existing hardware used for troop movement and in disaster preparedness in the Philippines, he added. The Philippines is in talks with Russia to recover a $38 million advance for the helicopters, whose deliveries are supposed to begin in November next year, or 24 months after the contract was signed. The Philippines is in the final stages of modernizing its P-300 billion 5-year outdated military hardware that includes warships from World War II and helicopters used by the U.S. in the Vietnam War. The envoy, the president's second cousin, said the mutual defense treaty with the U.S. does not automatically tie Manila to all U.S. conflicts. It is based more on the state's area of responsibility that includes the South China Sea and surrounding waters, said President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The agreement requires both parties to help each other in case of external aggression. U.S. Ambassador to the Philippines Mary K. L. Carlson on Monday said the U.S. had given the Philippines a $100 million military grant for its defense modernization plan, which could offset the cancellation of the Russian contract. Meanwhile, the Philippine Department of Foreign Affairs said its embassy in Warsaw and consulate in Kyiv, Ukraine, continues to monitor the conditions and circumstances of Filipinos who remain in Ukraine, after Russia declared martial law in some areas there.